Shallows, welcome back, people. It's the Critic Corp. I am Toke, and I'm here with that Invincible review, episode 1, season 2. Again, it was great, man. It was great. I didn't think it was gonna be fucking damn near an hour. Uh, you know, giving off the first episode like that, they fucking dove in off the jump. Left off right where fucking, Army Man and fucking Mark, his son Invincible, with their little fucking duke out. He's still, he's still shooken up about the whole thing, still like in disbelief about his father and fucking Bill Trum's mission that he was sought out to, do as far as taking over Earth and shit like that. Um, they ended up showing like a different dimension, uh, like where there's Omni Man and Invincible on the same team, and they then conquered the Earth, and pretty much the planet's all beat up and took into shit, and you got the resistance, which is what left of the people that's still around to try and fight Army and Invincible, and that fucking blew my mind off the jump because I thought it was real. I thought it was like the actual, like start of the show, but that was just a different, alternate universe type of deal. So that shit blew my mind because they came through and murked the resistance and, pretty much infiltrated their hideout. Um, but, needless to say, like I said, that was just a different dimension. As the show went on, they proceeded to, show that, explain that. Mahler 1 and 2 ends up fucking finessing out of prison because of Armstrong or Ainstorm, my dumb ass. Ainstorm Levy. He makes a portal for them to escape. Fucking, and he pretty much wants them to like fix this machine that was based off of one of their little prototypes, pretty much. The Somnatic encoders. Um, to he wanted to change the world and put an end to all natural causes and shit like that, and he needed their help in order to fucking get the goddamn machine up and running. Given that they, had knowledge on that because they created the shit. So, um, they end up doing that pretty much, and Mark's out of commission right now. He's still, like I said, he's still in distraught. So, he was, he wasn't out in the field, and Cecil ended up putting him back out in the field after him begging so many times to go stop the Maulers and put an end to whatever madness they were trying to do. Because in return, Ainstorm was gonna give them, their own dimension to return to and pretty much so they can rule over. But like I said, Invincible, Mark, he ends up fucking pulling up to the scene and stopping all that shit, putting all that shit to a halt. In the midst of it, uh, ends up making the machine, caused the machine to do a giant explosion and killed damn near all the different, variants of Ainstorm that he had, contributing to the machine. and all the Maulers that he fucking summoned to fucking help Mauler 1 and 2 fight Invincible off while he was you know, processing the machine. And it was it ended up going to shit because Ainstorm, he witnessed them, putting the mash on Invincible, and he didn't want anyone to be put in harm. Like, he really meant all well, and once he didn't want blood to shed for his creation, for his image of what he wanted and whatnot. Um, so he tried to take the helmet off and all that shit in the midst of it booting up. That's what caused the explosion, really. Um, Mark still feeling responsible for some type of way for all the lives that Ami took. He felt, he had more blood on his hand after that shit, even though it was really in reality their fault and Storm's fault, and the Maulers, for bringing in the other variants of Storms into this fucking shit. So, he didn't feel like he accomplished too much, but Cecil and the rest of the Guardians, which are fucking struggling without Invincible, Cecil had to end up fucking giving them two new teammates, Bulletproof and Immortal, just to goddamn give them some strong arms on the team because they were struggling against this big ass giant monster, and as you would see in the middle of the episode and shit like that. Given all that, Mark goes home in sick mode, fucking tends to his mother that's just like bent and bad out of shape over the whole Ami thing, and like just can't believe how she was pretty much like a tool. He called her his pet. Like, this fucking show is like so out of pocket with things. I love it. It's very adultish. I love that. Like, it stands out from like a regular cartoon, given that is on Amazon Prime, and it's it came from the producers of The Boys and fucking Gen V and all that. So they be doing some out of pocket shit on this shit, and I love it. I love every moment of it. It's fucking great. Goddamn. Mark ends up getting a fucking visit paid to him by Immortal at the end of the episode, pretty much threatening him, telling him like he gonna be watching his every move. He don't trust him, and he gonna make sure, because everybody thinks that Mark is going to eventually be like his father and go berserk and just murk everybody in his way and pretty much use his powers for evil. And Mark's, he's trying to prove that he's not that way, but he's so frustrated with everything and the whole situation is really starting to seem that way. It's portraying that way. Hopefully he doesn't, but that should be wild if it was. This show will go pretty dark if it does. It will go dark bad, man. Like, man, completely terrible. So terrible that I would love it. Then they showed after, the post-credit scenes, fucking Mauler 1 and the main Ainstorm Levy survived the explosion, and damn near like body just like almost fucking disassembled looking type of deal. Ainstorm looks like fucking a big ass brain. And Mauler 1, his skin's all tore up and shit, bleeding, all type of bullshit. Um, but you know, Ainstorm, he's different. He's a little bit different than what he was before. His mentality. He ends up, pretty much in a vengeful mode, and is really, you know, strung out and angry at the fact that Invincible, butted in and disrupted his so-called invention to, you know, help all different dimensions with their natural causes and all that disasters, and really wants to get back at Invincible, and um, end result creates a portal and does the dash out on Mauler 1. So I don't know where he's going, but he's about to fuck some shit up. Because I'm pretty sure now he has the power of pretty much like, what? Kang the Conqueror or whatnot. He can wield that, or, Sylvie, they can go to any dimension they want, and it won't penalize them, because they're pretty much he who remains, or them who remains type of deal. I'm kind of getting sick of the like multiverse type of shit, because this is where I feel like it's going. But hopefully it's a little bit different with this series. So, with that being said, guys, let me know what you guys thought about this episode. Leave some comments. Like and subscribe. Support the motherfucking Corp. And I will be back in a few for Loki. So stay tuned for that. Toodles.